Okay, welcome back. It is the 8th. Yeah, today's 8th of February 2023. I just did a video with a walkthrough on how to get the light probes up and running as far as like a kind of general kind of step through. So I have a ready reference if I ever do need to come back to kind of generate this workflow. So here we have a dynamic object in the scene, and that's definitely not marked as static, and that means that we're pulling on the light map information. So within this volume here, there are all the light probes that have been calculated, and the purpose of this video is to show what the steps were. So let me step into that video, into this part of the video now. Right, okay, so first things first, we're going to go to a level part that has not have any calculations in there. All right. Alarm decides to go off while I'm in the middle of the video. Okay. Okay. First thing we're going to do under lighting, we're going to go in and say that we want a new lighting model. We don't want progressive or GP, we want enlightened, and we want to make sure that the lights are also marked as static, which that's marked as static, that's marked as static. Okay, so they're all marked as static, so then we can then validate that the geo in the scene is also marked as static, right? So, and then here we're specifying contribute to GI and reflection probe static, right? So that's going to be pretty much all the geo in the scene that has the exact same configuration. So it's marked as static, but only for those two layers. So we then click the generate for the lighting. That should be looking at the geo and this pumping out the light data for us, along with any other supporting information that we'll need to be able to do what we need to do. So we'll just wait for it to do its thing. Global illumination is being calculated in the background. Can hear the PC, the GPU is taking off. Now I could have gone with the GPU progressive light mapper or the CPU progressive light mapper, but when I just did that, I mean, I just spent half an hour on a video doing those calculations, and it still didn't return that intersection for the light map. So it might be working, but that gizmo that pops up and shows the intersection points and things of that nature, yeah, that's not been functioning for progressive CPU or progressive GPU. So that's now complete. So straight away, I'm going to go over to the Magic Tools. This is a third-party set of APIs, and we're going to go ahead and run the calculation for this single volume in the scene. So it's segmented the scene here now, and it's just going through and calculating the volumes for us. And by the end of that, we should have the light probes, and not only the light probes, but if we look here, we can also see the pink lines that have been generated for us. And so now what I'm going to do, just to prove and hopefully that it does work, so there is a bit of geometry that's going to help us to see the intersections, and then we're just going to put some texture on that. And so here now, I'm expecting at this point to see the lighting doing what it needs to do, and at the moment it's not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to generate that light map again, that lighting information. Now, could it be that it needs to be aware of what this dynamic object is in the scene that's going to need to intersect with the lighting? Don't know, but there it is. So we ran that twice, and on the second attempt, we have the intersection points. So I wouldn't say that's flaky. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but the idea here is that we ran the Enlightened on the second attempt and it worked, right? So we can see the gizmo, we can see the intersection points. Now, the scene is very dark, so you can't actually prove that the the probes or the light probe intersection is doing what it needs to do, but that's going to be a separate journey. We just wanted to be able to document in a shorter space of time what the necessary steps are to be able to get to this point. So we're going to stop things there now. I mean, we did half an hour before and then that's actually 5 minutes, but at least it's documented, because right now I'm thinking about going to real-time lighting anyway. And this kind of lighting, you set this up when you need to have an optimized approach to generating the lighting. But if you've got the CPU like on a PC or game Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, that's going to have a dedicated GPU there, and it can get the real-time lighting for you. But if you're targeting mobile or a smaller device, you need to take these kinds of optimization steps, and having the ability to be able to reference how you'd actually get that going. That's what we needed. Okay, so thanks for watching. Further updates to follow.